Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about One Piece film Red, which is on the new movie of One Piece, and so forth. I'm gonna give you guys as best detail as I can. I can't promise anything, so yeah. I'm just wearing this hat just for the heck of it because the film just got released today, and so forth. And if anything else, yeah, let's just get this started. At the beginning of the movie, I think it makes an opening about like a narration here and there, and then they talk about Uta here and there. Eventually, we get to see Uta singing. Throughout this movie, we do get to see a lot of characters like Brule, Oven, and so forth, and many others who wants to kidnap Uta, and we get to see Luffy and Uta bonding. Which they are friends. Etc. It was shown like that in the anime. And then etc. You guys get the point. Anyways. It was pretty much like a cool scene here and there, but eventually we get to see Uta showing off her true colors, But at the same time, Uta is trying to get Luffy to give up his quest to become Pirate King and so forth. Takes the straw hat, and we get to know a little bit more about Uta down the line, We get to know about the situation when it comes to what Uta is trying to do. Whoever hears her sing, you're gonna fall asleep or become part of her freaking dream world or something. That's what her power gives out, which apparently is a little confusing. I can't really give a lot of detail. All I can really tell you is that you hear her sing and you're next to her, man, you're gonna fall into her dreaming reality kind of thing. In other words, you're in another world of hers, And apparently she's trying to eat all these mushrooms, wakey mushrooms, that's a little effective, that keeps the person awake, but at the same time it may have some nasty side effects. She plans to try to make a new Genesis or something and trying to make a world where everyone can be happy here and there, which is very understandable, but not everyone really agrees with that. It kind of shows it down the line eventually, and it becomes much worse. People are very happy and they love Uta singing. Even I love her singing. But Luffy, on the other hand, and the others do not like to see what Uta's doing right now. And throughout this movie, Luffy never actually even tried to physically hit her at all. And it becomes very tough for Uta, etc., to try to get Luffy to stand down. Hey, give up, man. I mean, the world I'm trying to create right now is supposed to be something really cool and awesome and happy for everybody, but like I said, no one agrees to that, and the Marines are forced to go into action because of what Uta is really doing here and there, and eventually we get to see Trafalgar Law in action, and Bartolomeo or something, that chicken head guy who has a barrier no me, that kind of thing, etc. They're trying to find a way how to find Uta's weakness whatsoever, because her powers are pretty much almost pretty strong, Not even Luffy is able to escape it easily that easily here and there. Eventually, as the episode continues on, we get to know a little bit more of what's going on here and there. Eventually, Luffy will confront Uta alone after his friends and all that try to find the information, which I will not explain here because it'd just be more confusing. All I know is Luffy confronts Uta and tries to stop her from doing something ridiculous and stupid, and ask her, why are you doing this, huh? I mean, freaking you love Shanks and the Pirates, why would you do such a thing? And we have to it that that Uta explains to Luffy that Shanks abandoned me and destroyed the island, But eventually a real truth ends up being shown later in the future, in the movie later. But we have to it that Uta, on the other hand, was very close to killing Luffy using a dagger, and on top of it, about to use a dagger and kill Luffy because he will not submit to her. Shanks stopped her in time in the real world. This is what's happening in the real world, All I can really tell you is what happened in the real world right now, everyone is asleep. Whoever's at her audience physically here and there, and anyone who hears her singing through the transponder snail and all that, they are falling into her grasp here and there, which actually makes it very ugly and worse, And like I said, Shanks does stop Uta in the reality, in the real world right now, and everyone else is trapped in their reality and so forth. We get to see Katakuri in action here and there. Eventually, Uta ends up snapping out and becomes very antagonistic during the movie, but this time she pushes that limit beyond that and ends up summoning some music sheets that she's been saving for later, and ends up having to sing it out loud and summons a demon king of music notes or something, and it makes things much, much worse right now as reality and and the dreaming world ends up being merged together, and things are getting worse. We get to see to it that the person who took care of like Uta, you know, I forgot his name, forgive me, ends up explaining Uta the real truth about this, you know. Shanks did not destroy the island, which I kind of had a feeling about. Everyone says that Shanks did it here and there, and he destroyed the island here and there. Even I was spoiled a bit when it came to commentaries and freaking like in the internet, you know, which is really stupid here and there. That Uta, without reason to, without knowing, she actually accidentally destroyed the island, because she ends up, when she gives a singing on Elgea Island or something like that. That is where the One Piece film Red is taking place at. We got to see that that Uta fell into the charm of like the music notes of the Demon King, and actually ends up singing out of it and causes a rampage. Eventually, Shanks and his crew managed to stop her in time, and the person who took care of Uta for a long time, you know, is told by Shanks, "Hey, I want you to do me a favor on this, okay? Tell everyone that I'm the one that destroyed the island here and there. Not to mention, like, don't tell Uta the truth about it either, because this will be really hard on her, you know, etc." And eventually, the guy who took care of Uta agrees, and therefore ends up lying to Uta and decides to take care of her to make her be the best singer in the world, you know, which she possibly is right now. Eventually, Luffy was trying to get Uta to stop, but she can't turn back, you know, and ends up doing a lot of chaos and rampage. Eventually, we get to see to it that both Marines see in some Cypher Pole member, and along with like pirates and Marines, decide to work together in order to stop Uta's rampage and from destroying the world, you know, that kind of thing. And of course, like Shanks and Luffy do meet, you know, only in the dream world, and they end up working together to kill the Demon King, who's been causing all this pain and misery, you know, etc. Eventually, Uta, on the other hand, back to the reality, is actually reaching her limit, and Shanks was trying to get her to sleep, to wake up, to take a break. Don't worry about it. But Uta says she's not going to stop right now, because she has to free everyone from like her grasp, or from the dream world that she created, you know. Eventually, she makes the singing of her voice be heard around the world, and she frees everyone, you know. Eventually, it looks like Uta was about to reach her limit, and that Shanks and his pirate crew protects her. We get to see Admiral Kizaru and Fujitora about to take action, saying, "You give her to us, and we'll let you go." However, Shanks unleashed a powerful House Shoku no Haki and says, "I don't care what you are. I don't care what you do. She's my daughter. She's mine alone. So back the hell off, or do you want to do this right now?" And after they felt like the hockey from like Shanks, you know, they decided to back off and leave him be, you know. Eventually, Luffy does wake up on the Thousand Sunny with the rest of his crew, you know, and Luffy asks where's Uta and Shanks is at, you know. And Zoro ends up pointing at the ship where Shanks and Uta are at, but apparently Uta is possibly in the casket, you know. Possibly she might have died after like the poisoning of the mushroom she ate, or she was pushed to the brink, you know, but not before, you know, before Luffy returns to reality, has a one last talk with Uta, etc., and wishes him the best to become some kind of pirate king, you know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that Luffy sees a casket and Shanks, and therefore Luffy puts his head down and decides to take a leave, you know, which I thought it was really like sad, because it was never told or implied that Uta might have died. We don't really know about that, but all I know is that this movie is non-canon, obviously. A lot of movies in One Piece is always non-canon. So, yeah. And the ending of One Piece's credits ends up with a very emotional song from Uta, you know, because we don't really know if she's dead or not. But all I know is like, if she's dead, I guess it will be a little more impactful considering that fact. But it will suck. But either way, eventually, the movie ends off with Luffy in the post-credits scene saying, "I'm ready to become the Pirate King," and that's about it. So yeah, pretty cool movie, you know. I mean, if you guys seen the title, what I put on like my video it is a spoiler. So best be you've been warned after I just said that, you know. Anyways, pretty cool movie, although like it sucks that like to see what happened to Uta, you know. She was just a little kid, and she's actually responsible for destroying Elgea Island. That's why she hated Shanks, but after knowing the truth, you know, a long time ago, but still tries to like cover it up with maybe because of her guilt, or maybe something that she just can't turn back on, you know, yada yada yada. But yeah, anyways, pretty cool movie, non-canon or something, obviously. But I'm looking forward to see how like this turns out for our like what's to come. Well, okay, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Forgive me. Anyways, if there should be another One Piece movie, I hope it can surpass this one. Well, in terms of like emotions and action here, in terms of doing action and emotions and the singing and all that, it's gonna be very difficult. But we'll have to see. I mean, like Toei really did a good job with this one and with the CGI and all that and so forth. So if there should be another One Piece movie, then I hope like it could be something towards maybe somewhere around the end when One Piece reaches a climax with the canon or non-canon like extra ending, we don't know. But one thing's for certain is that like One Piece is not over yet and it still has a long journey to go. Whatever Oda has plans in mind, it's best to be ready. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!